I'll text it out in the title bar, but I ain't gonna say it. I haven't souped that far low. Far low, 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 low. I can't speak English. Everyone, Joe here from ActionX. Welcome to What's on the Tube, or welcome back if this is your sixth Katy Keene chapter review. Yes, if you have just watched my Nancy Drew episode review. My voice is back. Well, not 100%. It's weird. It's very weird how I was on the cusp of losing my voice, and I'm not saying my voice is 100%. Like, I still feel it's a little weak, but it's not as near death as it was a couple days ago. So I'm happy on that. I'm really happy on that. So hopefully we'll be back on the order and everything should be fine. Hopefully I'm gonna record the rookie review immediately after this. So hopefully there shouldn't be too many other interruptions. But I can't guarantee that because again, this is my life. Anything can go wrong. Anything can happen. Like Katy Keene this week. So let's get down to it. So overall baseline thoughts. I dig this episode. This was another one of those episodes where we had a actual Riverdale cameo from another. No, I think this was the first Riverdale cameo that we got on the show. We got Josie's mom, and she just made a presence just enough just to contribute to the story. She didn't really overtook the focus of the week. She was mainly helping Josie out and being contributors to the other subplots going on, but she wasn't really like, we have a Riverdale character, we're gonna focus everything on that. No, of course not. And again, they're playing very, very, very coy on future spoilers, considering the fact, yes, Katy Keene is in the future of Riverdale, where Riverdale right now is years before. But anyway, so I enjoyed. This was another one of those directions that, okay, how do we explore Katy Keene single? We haven't seen that since the show started. She's always been in a couple, but now she's single. She's exploring the next part of being single, the rebounds, because a lot of people who become single again, they tend to have rebounds, like just people they just are with because they don't want to be alone before the next real relationship comes around. And you really don't know on that. Josie tackles on dealing with directly about on Alex with her condition on being getting that money for her EP. We deal with that. Pepper, we get small steps with Pepper this week, but not really as much as I like. But Jorge took again another focal point this week as he progressed his drag queen lifestyle, career, I don't know what to call it, like hobby. I mean, again, like I said before in the beginning, I don't know anything about this world, so if I'm making a grammatical mistake, let me know in the comments. But anyway, but overall, I really did enjoy this episode. It was another solid episode, and let's get down to it. So let's go through the very butchered recap. No, I don't know what I was trying to do there. I don't know. Like I'm considering getting contacts in the near future, but I like the glasses for now. For now, at least. Anyway, so we start with another Katy monologue. She is dropping off her application to Parsons, the university that she was vibing for with her portfolio, the recommendation letter. She is submitting that via the mail. Now here's the thing. Like, we live in this time period, 2024. So 4 years from now, well, 5 years, let's say, 2025. And Parsons doesn't accept emails? I mean, yes, now that I do remember, yes, I did submit my college applications via the mail for some weird reason. I don't know how that worked. I'm always confused on that. But I haven't applied to college in, ironically, 5 years. So, anyway, so Katy goes back to her original childhood home, street, to drop it off in the specific mailbox of that street, and she gets a brief glimpse of her mother, saying that this is not just her dream, it's her mom's dream, and she wants to spend it with her and KO, but she can't, but she's confident she's taking the next step towards her life. And then I believe from there we cut back. I don't think we cut back to the apartment just yet. I think we get another scene somewhere. No, I think. Yeah, so I think the next scene we get, I don't think it's Josie and Alex yet. Actually, no, yeah, I think it is them. So Josie's with Alex. They're talking about their like. So in the last time we've seen them, they recorded the first EP, and Alex is happy. Josie is ready to pursue something more romantic with him. Despite it's been a very tumultuous word between like they were hookup, and then they hated she hated him, and then they were back together. Then he was hating him. Now they're business partners. Now they're married. Now they want to be a couple. Like, come on, guys, come on. Define your relationship before it gets even more complicated. Because for me, I'm losing my brain over this. It's only been 6 episodes. Come on. Josie obviously is very well aware of the contract she signed, that she has to technically play the part of the girlfriend to even get that money. So still very much of a fine line. Actually, I think I may have skipped something, as always I do on this show, because now I'm remembering. I think there was a scene beforehand with someone else. I completely forgot who. And Pepper is sleeping with the direct. No, this comes after. But there was some sort of interstitial scene. No. Yeah, now I remember. So so picking up where Katy was with at the mailbox, we cut to the night where the Golden Girls are celebrating Katy's, application submission, because apparently in New York City you celebrate everything you can nowadays because it's an excuse to drink. I mean, I'll be completely honest. I had a thing a few nights ago. I bought too much drinks, still in my fridge. So whenever I'm willing to get fucked up, or I said that very loosely. Like I don't get fucked up. I just like drinking hard lemonade. That's my preferred drink of choice. And How I Met Your Mother just screwed me over on that. So this is a lot of fun. Anyway, so the Golden Girls are at the bar celebrating their drink. It doesn't really look like they're drinking anything. I think they're just drinking water with lemon. The more I think about it, like that does not look like a drink. Well, again, I could be wrong. I don't know anything about the drink community. I'm a very basic boy. Anyway, so from there, I think we go to no. So from there, they're celebrating. Pepper's off for a booty call because so they're on the topic of now that Katy's submitted her application to the university, so it's going to be a while before we get any results on that. We get to see, so they're talking about like, okay, now that you got that aspect of your life, how are you going to handle your romantic life? Since the fact that she's been single from KO for a while now, and she should explore maybe potentially just getting some rebound sex. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's a very common thing, and again. It's up to perspective. Everyone has a very different opinion on rebound sex or stuff like that. And, so I think from there... so this is where Jorge's more dramatic part of the story comes along, where he has a rival. Demetrix. I forgot the name. It's a rival drag queen who's apparently taking over Moxie's primetime spot, which Jorge has had for a long time. Apparently Moxie's is hosting a drag queen pageant, and the winner of that gets the primetime slot that Jorge had, or Ginger had. So now Jorge has to fight for his time slot. And then we cut to the next day, where so Katy's walking. So we get to the scene with Josie and Alexander. Then we get to Katy walking down a random street. I don't know why, and he sees KO with Xandra. So she assumes, like, okay, you got a pretty good-looking guy with a pretty good-looking girl. They're most likely banging. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, have you not seen anything before? It's TV land. Like, it's TV 101, I guess. I don't know. So Katy tells the Golden Girls they're surprised, and they're using that as an excuse. Like, so, hey, if KO's already moving on to the next thing, maybe you should too. But Katy's not immediately, down with that just yet. I think we're missing a scene. I think she sees... I could be wrong, but no. Yeah, this was the direct scene. Well, Katy's designing Jorge's dress for the drag queen pageant, and Josie shows up. He tells her, "Hey, everyone, you gotta get ready because my mom's coming to visit. We're in the first real Riverdale cameo." And so the mom shows up, same actress, looking fair. I mean, I know it's only been 5 years. I know 5 years isn't a lot of time for an adult to change, but. I don't know. Anytime I've seen TV shows with a time jump featuring adults, they usually tend to change something with their style. She just pretty much looks the same, to be completely honest with you. Oh god, I still love tea. Still helps out with the sore throat. Not really sore throat, but like my very sensitive throat nowadays. yeah, so she wants to she wants him to catch up on everything that's been going on with their life since Josie moved in, and I'm like, whoa, we are not filling you in on 5 episodes worth of stuff. My voice is not prepared for that. It's not. So I think that's when the girl and girl split out for a bit. Katy heads up to work. The royal couple's back because they're recurring, I guess. So after last time, they announced their engagement, and now so they want to do an engagement photo shoot. Katy's once again taking charge, considering the fact of her connection with the bride to be. So it's still very nice to see Katy like playing like, you know, she's obviously in the middle of these two worlds because like she clearly understands where the fiance is coming from, but she also understands and respects the more royal side that the groom to be is. The royal dude. Like I swear I should know their names, but I don't. So from there, so we go to Pepper with her booty call. It's the director dude from the episode a couple episodes ago. So they're still very much still hooking up. But I can tell that he's very much starting to fall for Pepper since he's still. It's very nice. Pepper is slowly getting this place both ready for a professional shoot / it's her own personal bedroom, I guess. So that's very ironic. Then she gets a visit from the hotel receptionist that we saw like around, I think, the 2nd or 3rd chapter. She's back. Apparently the hotel found out about her helping out Pepper, so they fired her. She's blackmailing Pepper. I'm like, hey, listen, I helped you out so many times. I need some money. You know, I lost my job. Pepper promises her, hey, I got this business deal coming through. I'll get you the money as soon as I get it. Otherwise, the reception is going to go to the police, reporting Pepper in. And then I think Jorge is with his mom. They're slowly trying to get some sort of like plan going for. She's teaching him some moves for the upcoming pageant. Katy is doing the photo shoot, but she's also kind of checking out the photographer dude as a potential rebound guy. But there's no real. Katy's not really exactly the number one person to like exactly be on board with a rebound guy in terms of like logistically speaking. She's very much a loyal, honest person, been a very valid human being, so to speak, which I respect. She tells the prince also during the photo shoot that the engagement with KL fell through, so she's still single. That'll play importance later. Josie, then we cut to downstairs with Josie and her mom. They're doing a little shoppy. But Josie does tell her the specifics about her deal with the main cabot, and she's kind of disappointed that, oh, you didn't consult me before you made that agreement, and but Josie's like, you know what, no, this is a perfectly standard, dating the boss's son, or dating your manager. No, it's not really kosher. It's not. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Then from there, so they have a bit of a storming off. Katy is then with Jorge goes to one of the performance rehearsals with all the contestants. He talks smack with the Demetrix's real life persona or real life personality. Apparently, there's a very famous drag queen that is coming out of retirement just to guest host this pageant specifically. And so Jorge's now more on edge, considering the fact not only does he have to impress everyone, Moxie's, but now a legend in the drag queen community. And so they go through that. Then I think from there, Pepper is with the director. Once again, he's shooting another thing out of her place. And I think she's trying to play the card about how, hey, you got this inheritance from this family who's trying to bring you back. Maybe if you get that inheritance, you can give some of that money to me. That's obviously the game Pepper is playing, but the director is not exactly down with that plan. He's not exactly ready to forgive and forget yet with them. Katy talks to the photographer. They share a brief moment. She invites her to the EP party that she got invited to, and then I think I skipped over the scene, or this is the follow-up scene. Katy talks with Gloria about the whole how did Katy's mother get the sewing machine that used to be a Lacey's sewing machine. Turns out Catherine was an employee of Lacey's before she got pregnant with Katy. Once Katy was about to be born, she quit. But there's something more at play here. Gloria has another letter, another document that could potentially make things a little more pondering for Katy. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be saved on for later on. We get to the EP party. Katy brings the photographer. They're kind of vibing off each other, but they're not exactly 100% yet with each other. Then everyone heads downstairs to the studio. Alex shows up, but there is a scene I missed. So Xandra confronts Alex to admit that yes, I leaked the story because I wanted people to know that our dad does not have control over us. That this is freeing. That this is legitimate. We're free from him. We can't say any more secrets. And then she revealed the contract that Josie signed. So cut back to now. Alex is pissed. He's drunk. He tells everyone about the deal. This doesn't really sway everyone. Kind of bums out the mood a little bit. But Josie does a duet then with the shop owner. Kind of lift everyone's spirits. It was like a really nice, touching song. And Josie's mom and Alex's dad have a moment. Not a romantic moment, but like a moment like, you know what? Your empire. Every empire is built off rusty nails. Just look what happened to Hiram Lodge. Now, is that a foreshadowing that Hiram Lodge on Riverdale is going to go down? I hope so. I don't know. Maybe this is a general reference. Who knows? After the EP party is done, everyone's going to head over to Moxie's, which ironically everything's happening the same. Like the pageant and Josie's EP release are all happening the same night. So that's all ironic. But however, Katy goes with the photographer, but he wants him to kind of go back to his place. What's up, and Katy's not entirely down for it, so she kind of ditches him. So they return back to the apartment, all kind of getting ready. Pepper gets a phone call from the director. Everyone's assuming this is going to be another quick booty call, but Jorge's pageant is soon away. However, a surprise visitor comes to the door. It is the prince himself. He shows up. He tells Katy, "Hey, after the past recent days, I broke off the engagement. I don't want to." She was such a sweet, innocent girl. Now she's trying to be a little bit more royal, uptight, something that he didn't exactly want to be with. Katy's trying to calm him down, they have a moment. He admits that, he spent his life so long being this royal figure, being this person. He doesn't know how to be himself, anymore. He also ironically admits in the context of this entire episode that his fiance was actually a Rebound girl. So, not entirely the best thing to set up a relationship on. There you go, Prince. But anyway, everyone has to head out. The pageant's now. Katy invites him to the pageant. He is a little bit hesitant, but he eventually puts on the Marvel disguise of like baseball cap, hoodie. I'm good to go. So they head up to the beauty pageant. It's a pretty good beauty pageant. I'm skipping most of it. That host reminds me of someone similar, but we'll get to that in a moment. So beauty pageant happens. During the pageant, Ginger's dress rips. I gotta work on my grammar. During the typical answer this question and impress the audience with your response segment of a pageant. So Ginger goes in the back, kind of defeated, kind of like accepting the fact she's going to lose. Katy tries to talk her out of it. It doesn't really work. The prince shows up, gives her another context of everything going on. It manages to work while Katy's fixing the dress. We cut to the performance aspect of the pageant. Ginger's about to perform, but something goes wrong, obviously due to Demetrix and her posse rigging the whole thing, because that's what rivals do. They tend to rig things to their benefits, but that doesn't matter. Ginger delivers an amazing song. I don't know if this is an original song or a cover, but either way, this was a fantastic song. Sorry, I had a long day. Didn't get enough sleep last night. Been a long one. Yeah, but it was a pretty powerful performance. Then we cut to the winner, and the way they framed it, I was like, as soon as we saw Ginger's face, like looking at her family, looking at her friends, her mom, and then giving that confident smile, like, yeah, you're gonna lose, and she loses, but she doesn't immediately cry. She doesn't accept 100% defeat. She's okay with this, is willing to take the step back. But it doesn't matter. Everyone gets into party mode. Everyone's celebrating. Josie's mom does some weird moves. Katy gets a very close dance with the prince, and it's clear, like, okay, yeah, they're gonna bang. These are two attractive single people. They're gonna bang. And spoilers, they bang. They go back to Katy's apartment and they bang. Cut to the next morning. He does not stay. So Katy gets the guilt-ridden, oh, the guy didn't stay for me. He just left. While Josie and Jorge were just expecting her to wake up and like get the details, but she doesn't. And they get another knock on the door. Has the prince returned with the typical New York blue cup of coffee that I never receive? No, it turns out to be KO, of all people. He's there to pick up some stuff, unannounced. Katy invites him in for a bowl of cereal. That's right, Hugh. Your ex shows up on your door. How about a bowl of cereal for good measure? So they have a nice moment. KO tells him that, no, I'm just with Xander for the job. You know, I'm not really dating. I'm not dating her. I'm not ready to date yet. I'm also teaching her how to box a little bit, protect herself. So very nice in that world. But however, Katy gets a call from Gloria. Says that something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong. You need to show up right away. I don't think Josie and her mom... Josie and Alex have another moment where they forgive and forget. Alex doesn't want to ruin this relationship at all because of his dad, and he's willing to fight for it. Jorge is working at the bar now. I think this is a new job, or maybe I don't know. But he gets a visit from Francois, of all people. He shows up asking for a drink. Turns out, and I knew this for a fact, Jorge and Francois was the royal drag queen, the profession, the legend that came out of retirement for this pageant in the beginning. That was him. I can clearly tell that wasn't just a racial remark. He said, this just makes too much sense. And he's willing to shepherd Jorge/Ginger to new heights. He's willing to be his drag mom. And that's where we end up at. Nut Pepper has a limiting moment with the director. She doesn't want to use him for his money, so she tells the receptionist, hey, listen, I don't have all your money, but I can do you another pick. I'm gonna give you a job, which makes completely no sense considering the fact Pepper has no valuable source of income right now besides her booty calls films that barely get any money. So that is hilarious. But anyway, she accepts under the condition that Pepper takes her under her wing and guides her in her tutelage. I don't know how that really works. Anyway, I think from there, we go back to Lacey's. Katie's just being eyeballed by every single person in the room. Gloria, the royal couple, which are apparently back together. I'm assuming royal officials. And then the fiance, I guess now again fiance, confronts her, and it's like, oh, it's just gonna be like, then he's explaining her entire brief history. He's like, and then you betrayed me. But no, she wants her to design her wedding dress, meaning that the prince took her back or reunited the engagement, but he didn't tell her that he hooked up with Katy the night before. And yeah, I'm gonna say this: Katy is going to be royally screwed, not in a good way. And that's where we end the episode. Again, solid episode all around. This definitely contributed to the characters and to new direction. It kept Katy's story going to now dealing with these new problems she never had to deal with before, considering the fact she never has been physically with a royal figure in the middle of an entire royal wedding that's about to happen. Josie is making some natural steps with her music career. Now, whether or not the Alex thing's going to blow up in her face, I really don't know. Jorge is dealing with a lot right now, but I do respect the fact that the thing I respect about the show is that it's not immediately giving them the victories. They're getting some small victories, but then they're getting big pushbacks, and they're having to work harder to achieve their dreams and their goals, which I respect. And yeah, I'm really happy with that. Again, another solid episode. I'm really enjoying this, and my tea just is starting to spill on my lap. God freaking damn it. And yeah, that was 2 thumbs up in my book. A really solid episode. I can't wait for next week. We're slowly diving into we're now delving into familiar territory, which I don't mean that as a bad thing. It means I'm getting comfortable with the show. Now we're past the beginning. We're into the middle stuff. We got these established characters. Now we get to play with them a little bit. So I'm very excited. Yeah, and that's gonna do it for me. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you're unaware, this was What's in the Tube from ActionX. If you want to know what's coming up overall on What's in the Tube, we do the rookie episode reviews every Monday after a new episode comes out on Sunday nights on ABC. We are doing Nancy Drew episode reviews every Thursday after a new episode on Wednesday on the CW, but Nancy Drew is on its last hiatus before its final stretch of episodes in April, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when that's good. So that comes back in April 8th, so we're kind of in the middle of like some unfamiliar territory. I got a couple of one-offs I want to do, so I'll announce that fairly soon, probably after whatever comes after the rookie. I'll announce that after. Maybe in the next Katy Keene chapter review. Because I'm really far behind. Because the Nancy Drew one hasn't been uploaded yet by the time I'm recording this. But this will be coming up after it's been uploaded. So it's a very weird time loop here. But if you only care about Katy Keene episode reviews, or chapter reviews as they're properly known as, you can catch them every single Saturday, hopefully, after a new episode on the CW on Thursday nights. And yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for watching. This was What's on the Tube from ActionX. If you want to see more of What's on the Tube, please subscribe to ActionX on YouTube. Ring the bell for notifications when we have a new episode review live. Like, favorite, share the video if you please. Follow us on all the social media feeds, and I'll see you guys, all you Golden Girls, next Saturday. Peace out.